Hi, my name is Kata.
And I'm Vay.
And this is our channel,
Let's Get Planted. This past year, we have taken more of an interest in plants and we have started our plant journey.
And we want to share our experience with you and take you along for the ride.
Yesterday, we went to 2 local nurseries,
whose names and locations we'll share below, and these are our finds. So let's get planted. First one is Ficus Elastica Tineke.
Tineke, yes. All right, so this plant is actually pretty cool. I was actually looking for the red variant of this, or the rainbow variant, which is very hard to find, unfortunately. But here it is, if you want to take a closer look at it. So it has the white variegations, a little bit of pinkish on the back of the leaf as well. I don't know if the camera will make it out, but pretty good find. And the pricing and all that information we'll share in our upcoming video, but we just wanted to share some of these plants, some of these finds as soon as we got them home.
All right, the next one we have is the rattlesnake plant, which is called the Calathea Lancifolia.
Good enough. So here is this plant. This is actually pretty cool. So if you actually take a look at some of the markings on the leaf over here, and then if we actually take a look at the back of the leaves, you'll see that it's really, really dark pink or red coloration, and the leaf is almost ruffled. These look really nice as soon as they get a little bit bigger. They didn't have any that were large enough, but I usually like to take smaller plants and grow them out myself. So as you can see, some in the back. That's a good thing.
Next find, Hoya Carnosa.
Hoya Carnosa. So this is going to be my first Hoya. I've never had a Hoya. I have no experience with Hoyas either. So I'm excited to see how this grows out. It's like most Hoyas they're vining, so maybe I'll put a small pot and a trellis of some sort, a small trellis. But yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of flowers this thing has. That'll be nice. So here, let me just show it to you real quick. That's what it looks like.
Our next find is the Mojito elephant ear. This is pretty cool looking.
Yeah, this is very cool. So I was not even looking for a plant something like this, but this caught my eye. It's speckled. I mean, it's so cool, and that speckled. It's going all the way down the stem, and I've seen larger pictures of this online, and it's incredible. These markings don't fade away. It's not like some of the other plants where they usually get marking due to sun stress. Nothing like that. I mean, this is exactly how the plant is, and this is how it'll look when it gets like a foot long leaves. It's pretty cool. Can't wait for this thing to get big.
Next one is the Calathea Rosaopicta. I don't know.
It's pretty though. It's really pretty. So here's this guy. Again, fairly small plant, but obviously the leaves make it look big. It's a really pretty plant actually. It has white and pink markings all around. I don't know if you could make this out, but really, really cool plant. A lot of these plants that we bought, they are first time plants, so we're going to learn as we go. We'll try to do as much research as possible, and then give you guys some feedback as we take care of these plants and we learn how to take care of them.
Next one actually comes from the family of my favorite plants, the Monstera.
What is it?
Monstera Peru.
Here it is. It's Monstera Peru. Obviously, like most monsteras, it's a vine. It's a vining plant. Same thing. We're going to probably put a small pole, a wooden pole with maybe sphagnum moss or something, and have it grow up onto the actual pole. But this is actually pretty cool. We have I don't know if you could scoot over. We have a Monstera deliciosa right there. That got trimmed a couple times already. The leaves were almost like 2 foot. Yeah, so we trimmed that guy down, but we're hoping that this one, obviously the leaves won't get that big, but we're hoping to get this one just as big. So this one will be really cool. So here it is.
Our next vine is also a Monstera. This is one of my favorites, the Adensonii.
Adensonii, yes.
Swiss cheese one that they call
Yeah,
it?
Swiss cheese, yes.
That's good.
She likes this plant. So yeah, here you can describe this plant and you can say why you like them.
I mean, it looks like Swiss cheese if you kind of look up and close at it. I believe it grows as a vine. We did see a bigger version of this plant at the store. He had it in a bigger pot. It was climbing up into the shelves and everything like that. It was really pretty. So hopefully our little plant here will do the same.
That'd be fun.
Next one is also a Monstera.
There's an ongoing theme over here.
This one's a Monstera. I'll leave that up to you. The rest. Rhaphidophora.
Rhaphidophora.
Sperma.
A Monstera, Rhaphidophora, Tetra Sperma. Basically a mini Monstera. So if you look at the leaf variegations or the fenestrations that it has, it looks like a normal Monstera deliciosa, similar to the one back there. And I don't know if you can make it out, but you'll see the leaf structure to be the same. The leaves don't get as large as that one. The leaves just a little bit bigger than this, but that's it. They don't get much bigger than that. And it's just basically a mini Monstera. So this one will be pretty cool to have, for smaller areas.
Does this one grow as a vine as well? Or
they're all vining, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, all of them are vining.
Next one, we actually went to look for a whale fin, but we found a variegated whale fin.
Yes. This is something that I've been looking for quite some time. I wanted just a normal whale fin, which are really hard to come by. I've called many plant shops. Obviously you could order something online and have it imported, but I wanted something local, try to help out the local community. So we actually found this locally, and we'll share that information in our description section. But yeah, this is a variegated whale fin. Hopefully, there's a little bit of damage over here, which is fine. Mostly the Sansevieria types, it's okay. They have very thick leaves. They retain moisture, so you want to try to, as you can see, like this is very dry. I have not done anything to these plants, no watering or anything like that. We're going to quarantine them and go through the basic steps of how to take care of the plants. But yeah, this is a variegated whale fin. Hopefully it'll get really large soon.
Next one is our Stromanthe Triostar?
Triostar, yeah.
Triostar.
Yeah, this is actually
Beautiful
really pretty.
colors.
This is a super pretty plant. Similar to the rattlesnake. If you take a look at it, the rattlesnake leaves in the back, you see it's like a little bit of reddish markings. Same thing with this guy. It'll be reddish, but at the same time, you see the tricolor, right? You see a little bit of light pink, dark pink, a little bit of red. So there's quite a lot of coloration in this plant. And as it gets bigger, these leaves will actually get much longer, wider as well. And it's just a really, really pretty plant. I love it. What else do we have?
Next one we have Anthurium magnificum.
People are going to get excited for this. Magnificum, yes.
Yeah. They have two versions, right? The one.
They also had a Maharani, which is basically so. Let me show you this one. So this one basically, you see how it has the white veining. The Maharani doesn't have the white veining. It's basically the same color as the leaf, and the leaf is a little bit darker. They also had the Maharani, but obviously that's a highly sought after plant. It was almost triple the price of this one. So we're gonna hold off on that until we can take care of this guy and we can actually successfully do it. That's when we'll dabble into some of those other rarer plants. But here, you can see how this plant has a little leaf growing already. So that'll be cool. Can't wait for this guy to get bigger. They get huge. So that'll be pretty cool when it gets bigger.
Next one. This is my red Valentine.
Yes, it is. What is it?
Aglaonema red Valentine.
Yes. So a little bit about this plant. There's mixed. I've gotten some mixed information from online resources where they say that the pink coloration actually goes away after some time, and it's due to sun stress. I'm not too sure if that's true or not, but we're going to basically give this. I mean, we'll see what happens as the new leaves grow in. But yeah, I'm not too sure how. If this pink coloration is going to stay, or will it just revert back to like that dappled pink with a green leaf? So stay tuned on that, because I'm not too sure. People are saying that it will revert, and some people are saying that it won't. So we'll see in time, I guess. Hopefully it stays that way.
Which one's our next one?
Whichever one you want. You want the pink princess?
Sure, the pink princess is right here. My grandmother actually asked, we showed her this plant, and she was like, if this is the pink princess, then who am I? Go for it.
Yeah, so this is the pink princess philodendron. Same thing, it's a vining plant. So here's what it looks like. This is obviously, I mean, there's quite a lot of buzz about this plant online. Obviously, rightfully so. If you look at it, it has these like almost bubblegum pink variegation on it. You know, usually when you get variegation, it's usually white. When people think variegation, it's white variegation. This one actually has pink variegation, and it's really, really, really nice. I can't wait. I can't wait for a new leaf. There's one just peeking out just a little bit right here. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this one doesn't revert back. I've heard stories that the pink princess usually reverts back to basically a regular princess. Let's hope that this one doesn't revert back. If it does, then we'll just cut and we'll try again.
And then I think our best find of the day was this, our last plant here, which is the Rhaphidophora decursiva.
Rhaphidophora decursiva. So this was not something that we were looking for. I mean, it was, I want to say it was more expensive than all of our other plants. Rightfully so. This is a very, very small plant. These get much larger, and the leaves, you can actually see it in this. So let's turn this around. So you see how this is a normal leaf. There's nothing else. There's no splitting or anything like that. Now, take a look at this leaf. So it's basically, as these leaves get bigger, just like our Monstera deliciosa, you know, as they get bigger, small leaves look like this, and as they get bigger, they get the fenestrations. So this one will get a fenestration on this side, so it'll look just like this on the opposite side, and then it'll get a secondary fenestration, so it'll have two of these guys back to back, and then it'll be like an arrow. These look really cool as they get bigger, so can't wait for this guy to get big. This would be amazing.
And I want to comment on these pots that we picked up at your local Walmart. I think they're pretty cool, very eye-catching as well. So if you guys want, then Walmart's the place to go for your pots. And I think that's the end of this video today. Stay tuned to part 2. We're going to go over some
Quarantine
steps of what to do when you get your plants, when you bring them home, what to do with them, how to check for pests, and plant care tips.
Yeah, exactly. So you never want to bring home any plants without inspecting them at the actual store first. But you know, let's say a plant like this, there's only one of. Well, you're more than likely going to bring it home, and whether it has pests or not, or you're not really going to actually check. You'll overlook some of the things just because of how awesome the plant is. So we're going to go over what we've learned so far of how to quarantine, and basically look for root issues, look at the soil, make sure the soil is okay, and then whether or not you should transplant once you get home. Obviously we have pots ready to transplant, but for now we are going to just quarantine the plants, keep them away from the rest of our plants behind us, because we don't want anything, you know, they come from reputable places, but even then you are bound to get some issues here and there. I mean, it's just what happens, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll go over all those things in our next video.
And we're also going to share our experience at the 2 places that we went to, the videos, and what the whole experience was like.
Make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit the bell icon so you get notifications on whenever we publish our next video, and definitely leave comments in there for us. Give us some suggestions on next videos, and
any questions you want us to go through in our next video, definitely share below.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.